Hey guys, I'm here with Kai today. We thought it would be a cool idea, didn't we, to just put together some videos for you guys. We're gonna just do maybe 4 or 5 of them, all the way up leading to the Open. And Kai's here to help me out, because we have some really good advice, don't we? We're really good jump ropers. Are you a good jump roper?
Yeah.
Totally. So we were just discussing this, and we're thinking about, okay, what are some things you want to think about right now? It's 5 weeks. Are your ropes ready to go, right? So let's just say the Open was tomorrow, and they had a workout to do. Would you just bring 1 rope with you?
No.
You wouldn't? How many ropes would you bring?
2.
Probably 2. Because in the middle of the workout, no matter how good your product is, if something happens, you want to have a backup, right?
Yeah.
Totally. So what are some other things that they can think about with their ropes? Let me grab a rope really quick.
Okay.
So Kai, if this was your speed rope, go ahead and untangle it. What are some things that you're going to check out with your rope? What would you look for?
If it's kinked.
You would look for kinks. Why would the kinks matter? I mean,
because it would like cramp up your rope and be like harder to jump.
Right, okay, so you would look for kinks. What else? Is there anything else that you would look for?
If like your rope is partially broken on the end.
Right, and you would want to make sure you got a new cord or something, or a new wire,
Yep.
right? And then look at this part here. Remember these little crimps at the end?
Yes.
We want to make sure those are nice and tight,
Yep.
right? Everything's in place, right?
Yep.
And this is a wire rope. If we have a different rope that has more of a PVC material, do we want to look for the same things?
Yep.
Right, and then I think you noticed something at the end too. You want to make sure there's no cracks.
Yep.
So making sure that our equipment is ready to go for the Open. I think that's a good plan. So some things to think about now. It's 5 weeks out. We want to think about our body position.
Yep.
Okay, so when we're jumping rope, Kai's just going to take some singles. Why don't you just start doing some singles for a second? Here he is. He's just sort of relaxing, and we're going to look at his feet. He's jumping on his toes, right? He has a nice bend in his knees when he's on the ground. When he's off the ground, his hips are an extension, right? His shoulders are relaxed. He could probably even move his shoulders up and down when he's jumping, right? Yeah. Your gaze is nice and down towards the horizon. And then we can see here his hands are really close to his hips, and his elbows are behind the plane of his body. You feeling pretty good? Do you feel like you could do this for like a half hour and not really be that tired? Yeah. Totally, I know. It's that easy, isn't it? All right, so go ahead and stop for a second. So this is something to really hone in on 5 weeks before the Open, right? We're thinking about our setup of our body.
Yep.
Yeah. So Kai, when we're at jump rope practice, what's the first rope that you pick up with the group? What rope do we use?
The beaded.
We use the beaded rope. Do you know, why do we use that?
To train the arms more.
To train our arms more, yeah. And do you feel like with the speed rope, can you feel that rope, or can you feel the beaded rope one more?
I could feel the beaded rope a lot more.
I bet. And so during warm-ups, does it kind of just make sense overall then to use that beaded rope to warm up our bodies and to check our body in? Cool. So we'll do this one more time. So Kai is going to grab he has his beaded rope, right? Mm-hmm. And let's work on that foundation again. So just start with your singles again. Thinking about good position. His elbows are back behind the plane of his body, right? His gaze is forward. You're looking pretty relaxed. Cool. All right. How do you think of this, Kai? Let's give all those CrossFitters out there something to work on. It's 5 weeks before the CrossFit Open. Maybe 5's too much. 1 is too easy. 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I think 3 minutes. Do you think that's fair? I think that's fair. So a good training would be getting a heavy rope out, getting that beaded rope out, and working on their setup position and jumping rope for 3 minutes as a starting point. One last thing that Kai and I want to talk about, you are 5 weeks out. We want you working on your form.
Yes.
We want you working 3 minutes with that heavy rope. And we also kind of want you to work on some endurance training.
Yeah.
Some stuff that's going to get your heart rate up and get you conditioned with the jump rope. So Kai and I came up with a little plan, and we thought you could do, we call this sort of an up and down the ladder with our speed steps. So what we'll do today is a 20 seconds of speed, 10 seconds rest, 40 seconds of speed, 20 seconds rest, 60 seconds of speed, 30-second rest, and then back down, 40, 20.
Okay.
Okay, so for everyone watching today, we'll just go up the ladder for now, and then they'll understand how to get back down. Okay. But before you do it, can you just warm up your speed steps for a second? I want everybody to notice with your speed steps, what are we focusing on? Our setup is still good, right? Our elbows are back, our hands are by our hips, but we're alternating our feet. So this would be incorrect. We really want to focus on making sure the rope goes under one foot, then the other foot. Good. So go ahead and go back to normal speed steps. Focusing on good form again, keeping those hands by their hips, working on endurance training, right? Okay, what do you say I start the clock? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here he is. Good. Focusing on breathing, setting up a good foundation, keeping those elbows bent. Good. Good. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, so we won't go to 60 because I think they get the idea, don't you? Yeah. So do you think this is a pretty good step for them in the right direction in terms of endurance training? Good. How do you feel right now? Kind of like the heart rate's up, huh? Yeah, totally. We'll see you guys next week with some more tips.